Today, Prospecting released a new update with the enchanting table, which now you are able to enchant your shovels. And today in the morning, I did enchant two of my shovels, which I did get these two enchantments right here. But in this video, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be trying to get every single new enchant. Well, every single enchant that they added in the new enchanting table here for the shovels, and we're going to be seeing which one is the best. I think there's a total of 7 enchants. That's what it says in the Discord server. I'm pretty sure in order to have a chance of getting all 7, you also need to complete the quest over here, but I could be wrong. I don't know how that works, because after I completed the quest, it did start glowing and having this purple effect around the enchant table. So we're going to be getting every single enchant. There's a total of 7 enchants. Before, there was only enchantment for the pan, and now there is for the shovels. So right here in the morning, we did get these 2 enchants right here, which is the 2 new enchants. I have no idea how rare these enchants are to obtain, but as you can see, this is the first enchant that we get, which is the I have no idea how to pronounce that, but with this enchant, with each perfect dig, increase in capacity by 0.1 times up to 2 times. So every time you come over here and get a perfect dig, as you can see, it raises my capacity by 0.1 until 2 times. Then that is the max it could reach. Currently right now we have a total of 2,348 on our capacity, and I'm pretty sure once I do reach max capacity boost, I do reach like a total of like 2,900, almost to 3,000. As you can see, every time I get a perfect, the day capacity increases, which is very cool. And then once you lose the streak, it does restart, and then you have to do it, but it's not even that hard to get the streak again. That is definitely one of the best enchants so far. These are the only 2 enchants I've gotten. I have no idea what does increase the perfect dig threshold by 3 times. I have no idea what that means, but if I have to guess, I think what that means is whenever you're shoveling up minerals and you're trying to hit the perfect right here in a thing, I think it makes it bigger, so you obviously have a higher chance of getting the perfect dig. I think that's what it means. So let's take a look. If we go over here, yeah, it makes it way bigger. So that's what that enchantment does. You can see the green is way bigger now. So whenever you have a fast shovel, it's way easier and not having to worry that you're not gonna get the perfect, because if you don't hit the perfect, then you get way less capacity. But those are the 2 enchants. Now we have 5 more to go. So in order to enchant, if you guys don't know yet, you need Aetheryte, and that is the legendary mineral which you could obtain this in many different areas. And in order to enchant, you need 3 specific mutations, which is this one right here, the hot pink one, which is where my cursor is. You need that mutation. Other one is the void torn Aetheryte, and then lastly is the electric Aetheryte, which I don't have. Those 3 modifiers you need in order to use to enchant your shovels, or else you won't be able to. So right here we have the 2 enchants. We're just gonna keep going down in the shovel, so then we could have it all here lined up. So we're gonna go here, equip the dragon flame shovel and enchant, and see if we are able to get a new enchant. So we got a new enchant, excavating. 25% chance to get 2 to 4 extra ores when they are common to rare. So that basically you're able to earn way more money with this enchant. That is very interesting. So that is what that enchant does. So those are the 3 out of the 7 we collected. Once again, 25% chance to get 2 to 4 extra ores, only common to rare. So you can't get like legendaries, epics, mythicals, and exotics. We're gonna enchant our pan again and our shovel again, and we got the same enchant. We got a new enchant, which is the 4 out of the 7 that we need to get, which is called mythical. And what this enchant does, 10% chance to get a duplicate mythical or exotic resource when found. I ain't gonna lie, that seems actually probably the best one that you are able to get. There's a 10% chance of getting the duplicate of a mythical or exotic. That is definitely very worth it enchant, and honestly might be better than this one right here, which gives us extra capacity boost. But I don't know, I think the mythical might be better, because getting a duplicate mythical or exotic, that is insanely good. Imagine a duplicate exotic when it's already pretty rare to get. That is definitely worth it. I have no idea what are the chances of getting any of these enchants, but to be honest, getting that mythical enchant is probably pretty rare, since you know that has to probably be the best enchant you are able to get. So those are the 4 enchants. We need 3 more. We got the 5th enchant, and it's called the Void Touched. A 1% chance for materials to be void torn. That is actually pretty good. very good way to earn money. But to be honest, a 1% chance is extremely low to have the Void Torn mutation. By the way, the only way to get that mutation is going in the Void, and I guess it's a little worth it to get money. And the Void Torn is the best mutation you are able to get from a mythical, so able to get that without being in the Void, that's pretty worth it. But I don't think it's better than the mythical. But that is the 5th enchant. 3, 4, 5, yeah, 5th enchant. We only need 2 more. I don't think there's going to be anything better than that mythical enchant. Got the 6th out of the 7th enchant, which is called a geothermal, which is there's a 2% chance to get a jailed when digging. The chance is reduced with higher dig speed. So there's a 2% chance to get a jailed when digging. Chance is reduced with higher dig speed. So that is very interesting. I don't really think this is going to be very worth it. I don't know. It's kind of interesting when it says reduced with higher dig speed. Not sure how that is going to be work. But yeah, that is the 6th enchant. We only need 1 more after this. That's definitely not better than the mythical though. We used our last aetheryte mineral, and believe it or not, we got the final enchant. Luckily for us, and if we go over here, it's called the rhythmic, which with each perfect dig increase luck by 0.02 times up to 1.3 times. That is the last enchant that we need, and it seems like it increases our luck. So same thing as the capacity over here in this one. When we first tested it out, works the same thing. It increases your luck with each perfect dig. And we got all the 7 new enchants, as you can see right here, all of them. I think the mythical is definitely the best one that you are able to obtain. But we're over here in the wiki, and as you can see, you could see all the enchants as well, the shovel enchants. So these are all the 7 enchants that you are able to get: mythical, rhythmic, void touch, excavating, geothermal, well balanced. And over here it does says a tier list, which means the mythical is the best, but it all just depends on where you are in the game, to be honest. But those are the 7 enchants you are able to get in this new update, and the mythical is probably definitely the best, well, for me, honestly. But if you are beginning in the game, I wouldn't really recommend the mythical, since it's already really hard to get a mythical. So I'd rather use something else which will earn me more money, luck, or capacity. Those are the 7 new enchants you are able to obtain. The mythical is the best enchant, but all just honestly depends on where you are at the game. And in the game, the mythical is definitely the best. If you're in the beginning, you'll go rather for some luck, capacity, or something that gives you like money, like the void touch. But yeah, those are the 7 new enchants that you are able to get in this new update.